New job numbers out on Friday are giving some Americans a reason to believe a third of those new jobs added last month are in retail, although some are temporary. This could be good news for those desperately seeking a job. Joining us with more insight is CNBC's Sharon Epperson. Sharon, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Let's talk about this because, as I understand it, this is the best time for people to get out there and try to put in an application somewhere.
Well, actually, a new survey came out this week from Cronus showing that 4 out of 100 applicants in the retail sector is getting a job. So there is a hiring increase that we've seen. In fact, it's the best that we've seen since the fall of 2008, particularly for the retail sector.
And we're looking at that. Where are the jobs? Retail would be logical. It's the holiday shopping season. Stores need to add more people there, but restaurants as well, because you've got more folks going out and eating.
And it's the second largest industry in America, and a lot of folks want to work in restaurants during this season. Of course, this is the time when a lot of people are making those reservations. But the other thing with the restaurant industry is traditionally they've had a difficult time retaining those workers. And so now, as the economy is picking up, as their sales are improving, they're expecting hiring to increase this month and into 2012.
That's great, especially if the restaurant, for example, is a small business, because it works out for both businesses.
And that's exactly where the job creation is happening. It's happening in small businesses and medium-sized businesses, people with 500 or fewer employees. That's where the real growth is occurring right now.
And Sharon, we're also seeing people land jobs in shipping services and some of those call centers.
Well, virtual call centers, that's a great job opportunity for people who want to stay at home and still be employed and kind of choose your own hours. There's one company called Arise Virtual Solutions, and what they do, they actually allow you to be an independent contractor. You can choose the company you want to work for based on the type of industry, based on the hours you want to work, and you're making like $10 to $14 an hour working from home.
Yeah, but again, this is good news in some respects, but on the other side, a lot of this is temporary work, and it would seem logical. You got to raise your family, you got to pay your bills, so you want or hope that this would turn into a permanent gig for someone.
Well, that's what you would hope, and what's really interesting about these numbers, yes, we're seeing an improvement overall in the employment numbers, but the number of people who have left the workforce, who have become discouraged workers, that is really at levels that we don't want to see. So what people need to understand is this is an opportunity. It's not properly the perfect job for you, perhaps, but it could become a full-time job eventually. And a couple of things that you could do to make sure that you get hired is you want to make sure that they know, first of all, that you want that job.
Right,
make sure that
speak up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speak up. Act like it's a job interview. I mean, they've hired you maybe just based on an application. Now you're going to really prove yourself and do every type of job. You may be hired for one position. Try to do as many as you can and be flexible about the hours you can work. Become indispensable, and then maybe you'll stay on. And if you're not hired full-time this time, the next seasonal hire may be you. So the next holiday season, summer job, they'll turn to you first.
Great insight and advice. If the door opens a little, just kick it on through if you can.
That's right.
All right, Sharon, thank you. It's always good to see you.